Michael felt bad about having 2 divorces and said to himself, I failed. He drank some soda while at home. When he was a young boy, he thought his love life would be different from how it actually turned out. He could do well in business because he inherited his grandfather's restaurants, but he wasn't lucky in love and it went really badly. He got married to Sarah when he was 19 years old. They were engaged for 2 months and got married for only 6 months. He found out that she only wanted his money. Michael dated different people for a few years until he met Mary, who was also wealthy like him. It looked like the right answer. She had a lot of money and was going to get even more, so she didn't need anything from him. He was mistaken. He came home one evening and listened secretly to Mary talking to her friend on the phone without her knowing. Mary got married to Michael only to get away from her family. She is planning to wait for Michael's grandfather to die so that she can get more money from a divorce. So, Michael asked for a divorce before his grandfather got even more ill and made it happen quickly, although Mary didn't agree. Michael's grandpa passed away after he got divorced the second time. This made Michael feel even more lonely than before. He was good at running a business. He was a person who liked to start his own businesses and learn from an older man, but it didn't feel good when he couldn't make his romantic relationships successful. He asked himself why having money is important if he can't share it with others, while finishing his soda. He went to sleep thinking about it, but he was excited to work more tomorrow. The text is not provided. Please provide the text that needs to be rewritten in simple words. Michael went to a place in downtown Chicago and parked his car at the back. Many of his cooks and workers used a different door at the back. It was just easier. Maybe there was another reason why he went there. He was parking his car when he saw a new waitress holding a bowl of something. He's asking if she is taking food without permission, he said. This place gave its workers meals at different times of the day, which was strange. He watched the woman pour something into an old box on the floor and quickly go inside. Michael stopped his car and went to check something. He heard a little meow coming from a box made of cardboard. A little cat was eating the food that a lady put outside. She was so nice, he said to himself quietly and thought about how caring the woman looked. It takes an amazing person to take care of a helpless animal. Michael got an idea at that moment. He quickly went back to his car and drove home to put on different clothes. Simplify this text. April left the restaurant from the back just like she had done for the past few days. A kitten was left in a box, and the person feeding it was giving it food from earlier. I hope nobody found her yet. She was changing houses and couldn't bring the little cat with her for now. The thing inside the box felt comfortable staying there, so she decided to move it to her new home very soon. Right now, we can use the food that we didn't eat before. She went outside again later, but she couldn't find the kitten. Oops, a problem. April searched for a cat while calling kitty, kitty, kitty. Out of nowhere, she noticed a little cat in the arms of a man who was wearing old clothes and a hooded jacket. Hi there. The man with a friendly smile asked, Is this your cat? No, not really. I discovered it a few days ago, and I have been secretly giving it food. I don't want my boss to know, giggled April as she stroked the kitten held by the man. The man said he thinks it also wanted some hugs. Sure. I'm going to bring him home soon. I am currently relocating to a new apartment. I quit college to assist my mother, and unfortunately, she passed away. I apologize. I am talking in a disorganized and unclear way. I'm April, she said. Sorry, this text cannot be simplified as it only consists of a name. Nice to meet you, he said, looking at the kind-hearted woman whom he didn't know much about. April said they should feed the kitten. She took the kitten from him and put it back in the box to eat some tuna. They looked at the little cat for some time until April got up. Hey, do you want food? I can get some for you, she said with a smile. Oh. I can't, Michael tried to say no. But April refused to consider it. Don't move from here, she said quickly and went inside. She gave Michael a yummy sandwich and a drink, and he didn't know what to do but eat it. April beamed at him with a huge smile. It's okay to leave the cat there. I am sure that I will bring it with me tomorrow. I need to go back to work. It's great to meet you. Michael saw her go back inside and looked at the cat for a while, thinking. Simplify this piece of writing. April was cleaning the bar the next day when her boss, Mr. Cornish, approached him. Your boss wants to talk to you. He asked her what she did, and he seemed mad. What did I do? I haven't done anything. You mean the person who owns it? April said with fear. Yes, Sir Sandhill is here and wants to see you in his office. No one enters that place except Mr. Sandhill wants to let someone go from their job. You are in a difficult situation. Go quickly, said Mr. Cornish. Asked her to go to the big boss's office forcefully. April came in with hands that were shaking and was very surprised to see the person sitting at the desk. Michael, she said softly. Yesterday she met someone who looked very different from Michael today. Today he's wearing a fancy suit. He stopped working on his computer and grinned at her. He said, "Look," and showed me the chair next to his desk. The baby cat was resting quietly. She asked, surprised by what was happening. Michael said he wanted to dress up like a homeless person to check on his employees. He watched her being nice to the kitten and wondered if she is also kind to people. April chuckled and said, "That's a difficult game." Michael asked April if she wants to go to dinner with him. "I don't know you," she answered. He grinned and joked that people go on dates for this reason. "I don't have any idea." She paused and said, "You are the person who manages me." Okay, Michael thought and allowed her to return to work. They spoke sometimes and April finally agreed to go on a date. 2 years after they met, they got married. Michael didn't have to worry about her anymore. April didn't think much about his money. She was a really good person, nice, and the deepest thinker he ever knew. She made him believe in love again, and it was amazing to start a family with her.